How's it going, everybody? In this video, we're going to discuss how you can get private pay home care clients fast and easily without depending on sites like care.com or placeformom, or depending on hospital referrals for your agency. While these methods can help you generate leads, the problem is, for example, with a placeformom or care.com, these leads are shared with 4 to 5 other home care agencies, and overall you're all competing for the same lead information, and it's just a name, email, phone number. And sometimes even with that lead information, you can't even get in contact with them, which can be very frustrating. And also with hospital referrals, while this is a good method as well, especially for starting out, other agencies as well are also doing that same strategy in the same hospital that you're trying to get referrals from. And overall, it could be frustrating and kind of unpredictable as well, because you don't know when you're going to get your next client. However, what if I told you there's a simple way to generate your own leads and private pay clients without having to chase them down? In fact, they're calling you, requesting your services and asking you questions, all for a pretty cheap price as well. Isn't that something that you would want to get? Well, throughout this video, I'm going to describe to you the best platform you can use to get private pay clients, why this platform works so well. Then I'm going to show you a quick way to get started, so that way once you set this platform up and you do everything you need to do, you can start getting leads and calls and private pay clients as soon as tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. So if you watch this video all the way through, you're going to know exactly how to get your own private pay home care clients for yourself, so that way you don't have to depend on hospital referrals or lead generation sites, and you can generate your own leads with no competition from other home care agencies trying to get the same leads from you. So with all that being said, like the video and let's hop on my computer so I can show you how to set this all up. Let's get right into it. Okay, so before we get into the best platform to use, I want to ask you what you would do in this very specific scenario. So let's say you got a new job, or you don't like where you're living anymore and you move to a completely different new state or a new country even, right? And you don't know anyone else in that new state or country that you're in, and you got dental insurance, of course, with one of the perks of moving jobs or anything like that, and you need to find a new dentist. So what's the very first thing that you're going to do? Leave a comment below what you think. But what most people do, what most people think, is they go on to Google to find that dentist for themselves. So what they'll do is they'll go on Google, they'll type in dentist near me, and overall they'll see dentists in their area that's near them, or they'll type in dentist in the area they're in. So for example, if they're in Chicago, they'll type in dentist in Chicago or something like that, right? And then the very first thing that they see are ads. Note that it's not SEO results, which is search engine optimization. They have to scroll down quite a little bit and even farther if they're on mobile, just to see the SEO results overall, right? But the very first thing people see are ads, and 90 to 95% of people are going to click on the ads up here, especially if it's like an offer or something that they really want. So for example, if I'm looking for a dentist, I want to schedule an appointment as fast as possible. So it's ads from dental, schedule an appointment today. That is what I want. So I would click on it, and then I'll go into a page, and if that page is good, I may even call them or ask them more questions and stuff like that, right? So the same exact thing happens for home care agencies, right? So if a person needs a home care agency or they need a caregiver, what the first thing they're going to do is they're going to go on Google and type in home care agency near me, home care services near me, something along those lines of these keywords. And how it works is that they type in home care services near me, they they see the ads here, and if the ads pique their interest, they're going to click on it, go onto the website or the landing page, which I highly recommend you use a landing page instead of just your website. And what's going to happen is they're going to end up calling your business if your page is compelling enough, you show that you're the right home care agency to go to, etc., etc. So this is the power of using Google to your advantage, because Google gets like around 4.9 billion searches per year, or maybe even more than that now. And for home care agency, depending on your area, you can get, there's hundreds if not thousands of searches for home care services in your area. And if you can get in front of those people who are looking for what your business offers, which in this case is home care services, they'll be able to see, you can show up right in front of them, and they'll click on the link, and then you can, if your landing page is compelling enough, they'll call you, and then you can sell them your home care services. And for private pay, you can make anywhere, between, 2 to 3K per month, per client, depending on, of course, the services that they get. And also, if you target the right areas, which is what I do, if you target areas with, higher income and stuff like that, then, you can ensure that, these are going to be private pay clients who can afford your services overall. And, they won't be like asking if they can use Medicare or something like that. So that is pretty much the power behind Google Ads and the strategy you need to do and overall how it works. So pretty much people search a keyword, home care services, either near me or in their location. They see the ads, they click on it, they go to your website or landing page, then they call you. So that's pretty much the whole entire system. And what I hear from a lot of people is they say, oh, it's too expensive or it's too complicated or something like that, right? So I just want to show you just some of the results to show you that it's not that expensive for Google Ads. So this is specifically for home care agencies just like yourself. So in the first month of running this home care agency, we got 33 conversions, a $30 cost per conversion, spent only $1,000 in the month. And then another home care, it's the same one. And then another home care agency that we got recently, $45 per conversion, 22 conversions. Again, only spending $1,000. And this is the first month of setting everything up. And another home care agency, $41 cost per conversion. And a cost per conversion or conversion, a cost per action is a person that, goes onto the page, calls the number on the phone, and, inquires about your home care service and stuff like that, right? And then we can see here, 30% conversion rate. Beforehand, this was like 26% conversion rate, and I think this is around like a 20% conversion rate. So yeah, so this is the power of Google Ads. I've been able to do this for other home care agencies like yourself. And the thing is, it can be expensive if it's done wrong. So if you don't know what you're doing, or if you set it up pretty much incorrectly, then overall, you're not going to get results like these. You're going to get a much higher cost per conversion. And then you may not even get many conversions to begin with if it's not set up in the right way. So in the rest of this video, I'm going to show you pretty much just give you a very quick guide to start when, to make the account and everything, the things you need to think about when you're making the account, and how to overall get the best performance from your Google Ads. So the very first thing you want to do is you want to type in, Google Ads account, and then you want to go to ads.google.com. Of course, you want to sign in and make an account and do all that fun stuff. And then once you are there, you're going to get onto the Google Ads account page, which I am going to go to. So once you create an account, you're going to get into a Google Ads account that doesn't look like this because you're not going to have much data. This is just my dummy personal ad account I use for example videos like this. So what you're going to want to do is the very first thing you want to focus on when you're setting up a system like this is the keyword research. So what you want to do is go into the keyword planner under tools and settings. You want to go and discover new keywords. You want to just go in the location that you're targeting. So in this case, for example, let's say we're targeting Chicago. Then you want to go to save. And then let's say you want home care services, right? You can just type in home care to start. We're just getting keyword ideas. Click on get results. And then what you're going to see is, I spelled services wrong. That's why. I was like, why is it only 10? So what you're going to do is once you click on get results, you're going to see a whole bunch of keywords that Google thinks is related, and you're going to see the relative cost per click. This has to do with bidding overall. So of course, how Google Ads works is that you're going to bid for a specific keyword. So it's saying the lowest you can pay for a click possibly is $3.19. The highest you will pay for this keyword is $10.56. That's the highest that advertisers have ever paid to show up on the search term home care services when someone searches that term overall, right? So you want to just, of course, you want to make something called ad group. So what an ad group is, it's pretty much, it's going to contain your groups of keywords, and then each ad group is going to be represented by an ad. So you can have one ad group related to home care services, and then if you offer hospice care, you want to make a different ad group, and you want to have keywords related to hospice care. So for example, for home care, you want to search on words that only contain the word home care. So just plain and simple, you want to go on home care services, home care, care homes near me. Actually, no, that's completely different. Home care assistance and stuff like that. So this is going to be one ad group. So this is going to be the home care ad group. You want to click on create, and then of course you want to create the new campaign shell, because then you can do existing campaign. You want to select the campaign that you do, and then you can have your ad group here, and then you can always just create a new ad group. So we already created like a home care ad group, so we can create a hospice care ad group. So we'll keep keywords that are related to hospice care. A max cost per click. We want to add a max cost per click, so it's around $10, and between $2 and $10. So let's say I like to go a little bit higher than the middle. So let's say it's like $6.50, right? And then what you can do is we can select hospice care, and then we can add that to the ad group. We can add this here. Done. Oh no, sorry. We can add hospice. Once we see the ad group that we made, click it as phrase match, and then we can click add new keyword. Phrase match is that if people search for the words, like any words before and after hospice can appear, but the word hospice has to be in that phrase. So people can search hospice care near me, and then it'll show up, or they can put like Chicago hospice care, and then it'll show up because it's in phrase match. You want to stay away from broad match because it could be completely different. So for example, if you did broad match for home care, you may get like retirement homes or nursing plans or something like that, or nursing facility business plans or something like that. So you want to stay away from broad match. Exact match is pretty much like the term should exactly fit, or it's going to be a close variant. So if you do exact match for hospice, it's going to be, if people search exactly hospice, or a term that's very, very, very related to hospice care, you will appear for the word hospice care as well. So how I like to start is just around like 5 ad groups that contain at least 8 to 10 keywords, and it all depends on your budget. So if you have a small budget, you want to have a small amount of keywords. You want to have only the best keywords overall, right? If you have a larger budget, you can go after more keywords that are possibly good, that can get you leads overall. And the best keywords for home care, I can tell you right now, is something like home care services, or like home care plus a location. So if you're in Chicago, so like home care in Chicago, those keywords always work very well for home care agencies, right? So that's how you want to do it overall. So we talked about ad groups, we talked about keywords and stuff like that. So that's pretty much a good bulk of Google Ads. And of course you want to start out with phrase match overall. So the next thing you want to do is you want to make the ads, and to make the ads, pretty much what you want to just do is just have the keyword that the ad group is related to. So for example, here we have our home care ad group. So we want to have ads that say the words home care, and we can click on that, and then once we go click on the ads here, we can see, I already pre-made one since we're targeting Chicago home care services, and then you want to have the benefit to the searcher as well, which is, call for a free assessment. So just like in the dentist, they did, schedule an appointment today. You can just do, because that's what people want. When people search for home care, they want a free assessment, or they want, free care, or they want more information. So you can say call for free assessment, and then you can add multiple headlines here. You want to add at least 3. You can add up to 15. The more, the merrier. And of course, for the final URL, you want to put your landing page or your website once you have that set up. And for the descriptions, you can just put, describe your company a little bit. You have the best and vetted caregivers. You can talk about, your background check caregivers. How fast care can start. There's many things you can do. If you need ideas, just go on Google and see what other people are doing. So you can just type in home care services, for example, and then look at their description. Count on us for quality home care for your loved ones. Serving 14,000 communities, things like that. So you can get ideas of what you can do. So another very important thing after you set up the ads is you want to make sure you set up conversion tracking. This is so important, because you want to be able to tell Google that, hey, I was able to get these calls from your Google ads, and then that way it's going to populate your Google ads campaign. It's going to show conversion data, so you can know which keywords are actually driving in the conversions and driving in the calls. So what you want to do is go on conversions. You want to follow that, and you want to make sure you set up the conversion tracking. That is very important. Okay, and as a final thing for this quick start guide, what you want to do is you want to make sure you have a high converting landing page, or a very high converting website too, if that's possible. Because once someone clicks on your ad, you did the keyword research right, you did all that stuff, now they clicked on your ad, they're looking for your services, but you got to make sure that your landing page is good. It has the relevant information that they're looking for, and it shows that you are the business that they should contact for your home care services. So I do plan on releasing a video and an in-depth tutorial about what makes a landing page high converting, but I'm not going to be releasing it on YouTube not immediately. So I'm going to first release it in this group, the Digital Marketing for Non-Medical Home Care Agencies. I literally just started it. As you can see, we've got a small amount of members already. And here I'm going to be posting that video along with tips and tricks on how to grow your home care agency specifically through digital marketing like Google ads or Facebook ads or different types of digital marketing platforms. It's free to join. You don't even have to enter in an email to join this group for right now. So, you have nothing to lose, and you get early access to other home care specific growth tools. So that's just an overall quick start guide on how you can get your own private pay home care clients. If you want more in-depth tutorial about, creating the Google ads, keyword research, ad creation, conversion tracking setup, everything you need to do that's related to that, click on the video up there, and you'll be able to learn everything about that for Google ads. I do plan on making a home care specific one, but for now, this video is a great start. So until then, I'll see you guys in that video. Take care.